Ready. Yellow lady. Kill.
Breeze now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Breeze going to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Thomas, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down.
Third
and long, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting.
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 9.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
36 power. Let's look double count right here, double count. 3 down. Check. Fresno.
On third down, it's Grant. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 31, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check three, check three, check three. Check, 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 check.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The quick slant caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down. It's Grant, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
We got 21. Samuel West.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Kill. There.
Now Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch the whip. Set.
Zebra.
He's coming.
They go back to Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
25. Ready. Look for signals.
Check the backer.
They run it with Carson. A great effort there to shed the contact. And it helps him pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard. And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Zach.
12.
Here we go. Hey, check 24.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
315.
This time Wilson will throw. It's caught. Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Corey Grant with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now Wilson, throwing on 3rd and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 22, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Breeze now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and now it's 2nd down. Breeze to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check your hot read.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. Here we go, D. Get it tight.
Now Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson wants to throw it. Left side complete to Lockett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They run it with Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here.
He's coming. Check him. It's our field. It's our field.
Here we go, here we go.
One final try here for Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make?